The only announcement that I'm going to make is we just promulgated resolution number 9700. 9700. This does not have anything to do with the National Board of Canvassers. This resolution refers to the lowering of the threshold for purposes of proclamation in the local, municipal, provincial, city, and congressional districts. As of last night, we were having problems about all the lower level canvassing boards not proclaiming winning candidates despite the fact that there are already official results. The problem arose because we have previously, in 2010, a 100% threshold before proclamation can be made. Actually, in now 2013, we made some amendments that even if it is a lower threshold, provincial, city, municipal, as well as congressional boards can proclaim even if it is less than 100%, provided that the remaining untransmitted results would not adversely affect the total. The issue that was raised in several provincial boards and city boards, and you will notice even in the city of Manila as well as in other Metro Manila cities, is that the resolution in order to make a proclamation
under
even
the
if
same continuing authority, the CCS operator may now print the results for Guimaras.
even if it is less than 100%, there is an administrative requirement that the boards must first secure a clearance from our National Support Center and the Commission and Bank. This actually hindered the immediate proclamation of so many winning candidates. Our resolution 9700 will now allow the lower level boards of canvassers to proclaim even in the absence of clearance from the national office, from the National Support Center, or from the Commission and Bank, provided that a determination shall have been made by the said board that the results will no longer be affected. The remaining untransmitted returns will no longer be affected. That certification by the lower boards will authorize them to issue the certificate of canvass and proclamation. The other issue is that this provisional certificate of canvass and proclamation, there will be no placing in multiple positions like Sanggunian. There will be no actual placing as yet. There will be no ranking as yet, because the ranking will finally be determined when the 100% results will come out. But proclamation can already be effected, even if it is partial results, for as long as the remaining untransmitted results will no longer affect the results of the elections. Therefore, no clearance would be necessary from the Commission and Bank, from our National Support Center, or from any other official of the Commission on Elections in the main office. Also, the regional election supervisors, regional election directors of the Commission on Elections shall likewise be authorized, if necessary, to allow proclamations on the basis of their discretion. After conferring with the different boards, the directors can likewise issue clearances for proclamations, even if it is not yet a complete result. Finally, all boards that will do the proclamation, even in case of incomplete results, in order for them to be able, because if we will wait for a complete result for them to be able to transmit on the higher level so that it will reach the National Board of Canvassers, there has to be a complete result. Now, we are authorizing that even if it is incomplete result, the regional directors can now certify that this is now partial and they can make a partial transmission to the national board so that the untransmitted need not be awaited by the lower boards so that we can actually facilitate the results in the National Board of Canvassers. This is the subject matter of our resolution 9700, and we are going to circulate this resolution. So that's the only announcement that we have for this morning, because this is now affecting so many of our lower boards. Right now, we have been receiving constant calls all over the country that our boards, lower boards, do not want to proclaim because of absence of any clearance here in Manila. We are now authorizing them to proceed with the proclamation. They make the discretion based on their own computation that it will no longer affect the results of the election, and therefore proclamation can be done, subject to annulment in case of errors. Subject to annulment in case of errors. So thank you very much. There will be several. In fact, since this morning, I just received from the city of Manila. We were receiving calls from the representations of our former President Estrada, Bacoor, Rebillas, Makati, several in the south, Iloilo, the problema even in the north. Our estimate is easily more than 50 are asking for immediate proclamation. More than 50. And others are still awaiting. And our command conference are actually, so many are coming in now because everybody is waiting for proclamation in the lower level. Now with this resolution, we should be able to solve. We have circulated it already about 15 minutes ago to all our regional offices as well as our provincial offices. No, these are problems of transmission, yes. Problem of transmission. This is official transmission from the PCOS to the municipal board. What do you mean? No, we're still receiving reports on the transmission since last night. Well, so far, it's okay. There are small problems about transmission, one or two. That is why we're being affected.
Parties and councils, the monitoring is ongoing. Just please view the screen.
Okay, the latest is that 75% has already been transmitted. 75%. Are we talking about, we're talking here about the lower level boards. Lower level boards, the only problem that we're trying to solve is the proclamation of municipal officials, city officials, congressional districts, and provincial officials. No, as senators, this is ongoing. The official canvass is ongoing now. The transmission is now coming in. The projection still remains. A senator, by tomorrow, 7 o'clock, which is exactly 48 hours from the close of the voting, we expect that we shall be able to proclaim the senators tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. all the senators, 12. Yeah, that is what we expect. If there can be some hitches, because very close yung number 11, 12, baka 11 lang or about 10. But what we are projecting is we want to proclaim the 12 senators by 7 o'clock tomorrow night, as what we have anticipated. No, the basis of that, may mga boto pa, magpo-proclaim na kasi kinompute na nila na hindi naaabot. That is the essence of this resolution number 9700. There is a computation made, and that would be the responsibility of the boards. If they make an error, we will have the authority to annul the proclamation. If there are reports that there were erroneous proclamations made, we can always annul proclamation. What we're trying to solve here is the tension ongoing, waiting for the proclamation of the legitimate winners. Because right now, all over the country, there are so many tensions ongoing before the lower boards, because everybody is waiting for proclamation of winners. So to solve this problem, we are coming out with a sort of a provisional proclamation, which will be validated when everything is complete, or if nobody questions the provisional proclamation, then that becomes a final proclamation. Then that solves our problem of the tension ongoing. In close fights or close contests, chances are that no proclamation will be made. Kung madikit ang labanan, baka hindi mag-proclaim. And this is the warning that we gave to the lower boards. If there is an issue as to who is the winner, and you cannot determine whether the remaining results would adversely affect, huwag kayong mag-proclaim, provisionally or otherwise. So may precaution yan. If they do, we're also trying to solve the problem of our lower boards exercising their discretion at baka mali-mali ang gawin. So we are also reserving the right to immediately annul their proclamation if it is in error. Okay? The lower board says a listing of the 100%, di ba? If they've already received 97%, tapos yung 3% will no longer affect, go na sila. But they have to give this report to us. May report dito na itong computation namin kulang na. And we can verify this immediately. What we're trying to clear here is, wala lang yung, inaantay pa nila yung response namin na, clear na kayo to go. Hindi na. Pag napadala na nila yung report sa amin, magpo-proclaim na sila. Hindi na nila antayin yung go signal namin because of communication issues. So wala na. Huwag nyo na antayin yung response namin. I-proclaim nyo na. Pag nakita namin mali yan, mag-i-issue naman kami ng annulment issuance dito. Tsaka na natin pag-usapan yung mga issues kung ano nangyari. What we want to do is disperse all of these people around the municipal buildings, around the Capitolio, sa mga city hall, dahil hindi pa napoproclaim yung panalo. Pag na-proclaim na yan, lalabas na lahat yan at mag-uuwian na. Marami pang nakakagulo hanggang ngayon. Marami pa nakakagulo. Kasi nandun pa sila lahat, nag-aantay. Wala kaming kwan. Nandun sa aming command center ngayon, dumarating na lahat yung mga reports namin. So, we are trying to get the results or the consequences of our resolution. Once we come out with this, we will hope that tensions will die down in several areas in the country. Lakas mo lang. Ano? Anong possible errors? computations lang ito. Which means the untransmitted, madali naman makompute yan kung ilan ang registered voter do sa untransmitted eh. Pag in-add up mo yon at hindi naaabutan yung lead nung first tsaka second, pwede na i-proclaim yung number 1. This is just, baka lang magkaroon ng computation. Remember, the boards of canvassers, tatlo yan eh. Tatlo, yung aming PES, yung chairman, yung aming election officer sa municipal, tapos yung treasurer, yung fiscal, at saka yung superintendent of schools. Sila mag-uusap. Pag nag-proclaim na sila, okay na sa amin yun, subject to annulment if there are errors shown by any losing party. Tatanggap na, under this resolution, tatanggap yan. Kasi otherwise, hindi nila may tatransmit dito sa National Board kung hindi complete eh. Pero under this resolution now, papayagan na namin sila i-transmit even if it is incomplete para hindi naman tayo madelay dito sa National Board. Walang threshold. Basta hindi maapektuhan na yung local, magpo-proclaim na sila, magtatransmit na sila dito. Hindi ko makuha. Yaanal ang proklamasyon. Nag-proclaim na, nag-transmit na, walang protest. Magpapail lang sila ng petition to annul. Hindi protest. Ang protest is tapos na, naka-proclaim na, then you file protest cases. It is a petition to annul. Pag na-proclaim na, wala pang kwan, pwede ka na mag-file ng protest or petition to annul. Petition to annul will suspend the period to file the protest case. Okay? Yung dating rule na yon, mga luma na eh. Okay? So, thank you very much. Meron pa kami yung special meeting.